Don't let the red flags be green. Red is red. Do not be colorblind in your friendships. Yeah, so get ready for work with me while I talk about my mediocre life and unpack some traumas. I've also been trying to navigate through a recent friendship trauma and cutting loose ties and monitoring spirits. It's hard falling out with like shitty people. Like, you don't ever really see how shitty somebody is until you take off them rose colored glasses. I ride for my friends. Like, I'm always a listening ear. I'm always thinking of, if like I know that you're going through something or you're down, I am the friend that's going to try to think of ways to cheer you up, make you laugh, listen to all your problems, and let you know that you always have a shoulder to lean on. Like, you're not alone in this. I got you, sis. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. Everybody named mama nowadays want to say they're girls too. I'm a girl too. I'm a girl. No, bitch, you're only a girl to the girls that you can manipulate or to the girls that you think you're better than. That's not a girl's girl. And with that being said, you guys have to watch your friends. Whenever you're trying to make a new friend, think you found somebody that you like, somebody that's cool, you have to really get to know people. And I'm saying that in the sense of like, pay attention to how that person acts. Not just how that person acts to you. You have to pay attention to how that person acts around the other people that they're around. Like, if you're friends with somebody that you get to witness going through breakups with like other friends, and you're noticing all the same behaviors from the person that you know and how they start acting after they fall out with their friends. That's like a major fucking thing right there. Even if you really like the person, you really think they're cool, y'all have a connection, don't let the red flags be green. Red is red. Do not be colorblind in your friendships. You know how they be talking about like evenly yoked in marriage? Yeah, you have to be evenly yoked in a friendship as well. Very much so. Me and my wife befriended another gay couple, and life was great. Okay, like, you know, my wife does music. The girl that I was cool with, her wife is a DJ. I do makeup. She does makeup. We were always doing stuff together. I thought that I had a makeup content creating bestie. That's what I thought was happening. This is just me talking about my trauma from the friendship or whatever. So I'm not like here to bash nobody, start telling nobody's business. I don't operate like that. So just like, there was just some stuff going on in life. I was a good friend during that time. I lended a listening ear. I tried to help resolve issues. I was a good friend for them. So before they even got married, I had told them, like, listen, if y'all ever break up, like, this is not a freaking custody case. Like, I am friends with both of y'all. I will continue to be friends with both of y'all. Like, unfortunately, like I said, I'm not telling nobody's business, but stuff just doesn't work out. And my friends broke up, y'all, and it really hurt my feelings because, for number one, like, you know, I just don't like, I hate hearing like people falling out of love. Now, while all of this was going on with them going through what they were going through, I was working with the girl. So literally, like, every day at work, I am listening to this girl go on and on about like the problems and her emotions, how she's feeling, the projection, and, you know, just being there for my friend, trying to be there to listen to her feelings, let her know that her feelings are validated, but, you know, still giving her sound words of advice. You know, if you're a fucking crash out, okay, I'm not the friend for you. I'm not the friend for you. I am not the bitch that is going to hold your hand and tell you that everything is going to be okay while you are out here showing your whole fucking asshole to the world, okay? That's just not, I'm never going to do that, because if I'm out here doing some fucking crazy shit, I want you to fucking tell me. I don't care. I might even get mad when you tell me. But bitch, eventually I'm gonna think about that shit. That's what the fuck your friends are supposed to do. They're not supposed to just let you crash out, especially if you're about to do some unwarranted crashing out, okay? So, like I said, I'm not the friend that's going to support you crashing out. Then you have a fucking valid reason to crash out, then I might just be the friend that brings along the bat. But no, for real, like, if you're really just wilding, like, I'm the friend that's going to tell you. I'm also going to tell you alternative routes to the wilding out part, like, because, you know, that's not going to get us what we want. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was at work. I was telling this girl, like, you know, write down your feelings on a piece of paper, burn them, do this, do that. Like, just trying to help her regulate her feelings. And like I said, me and my wife were both friends with them. My wife used to come to my job on Mondays because she's off, and she would eat lunch with me. And at this time, this is when I was still friends with this girl. So I was at lunch with her every day. So basically, we're eating lunch together. And my wife is also like, see, me, it's not so much that I sugarcoat stuff, but I'm like, I feel like I give a nicer delivery on things that are harder to talk about than my wife does. My wife is just like straightforward. And she called the girl crazy, which I feel like we're all freaking crazy. I don't feel like you could be my friend if you weren't crazy, but she didn't like that. She got mad, blah, 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 blah. I was still cool with her as far as I knew any fucking way. This is when I literally first started my job at the hospital. And mind you, I'm a housekeeper. So I'm literally on my feet all day at work, all day. And before I got this job, I didn't work for almost 2 years. I was a stay-at-home wife. So me going from being at home all day to going back to having a job was definitely an adjustment. My feet was screaming, y'all, screaming. So mind you, I worked a full work week, got off of work on Friday, sat at my house for maybe 20-30 minutes, and then I went and I helped this girl move her stuff out of her house. And it was just a girls thing. It was just all girls. And y'all, I don't be like, listen, I'm spoiled. I really am. Like, I don't, this is the stuff that I mostly just don't do. Like, just like how I'm getting ready to move now. Y'all, the only thing that I will be actively participating in during the moving process is making sure that my makeup gets from point A to point B without any mishaps and that don't nobody fuck up my vanity. Other than that, I don't got shit to do with the move. There's gonna be movers, and my wife and her friend will be carrying everything the fuck else because I'm a princess. But I'm always going to help out my friends. So even though I was tired as hell, my feet was hurting bad as fuck, I went and I helped my friend move her stuff. And also, in the process of me helping her move her stuff, I lost my freaking, my crystal fell out of my necklace. Okay, that should have been my sign right there. Honestly, that was the ancestors telling me something. But we still got our rose-colored glasses on at this point. So fast forward to the following weekend, she asked me to go out with her, so I did. So I ended up having to be basically carried in my house because I ended up getting sick from drinking. And so I guess like after I got dropped off at home, she went back out to the bar we was at and seen her ex and some, you know, some whatever occurred. Cause like I said, I'm not here to tell people's business. That's not the point of this. But, like I said, so they had their whatever. And I hadn't talked to her. No, I think I talked to her maybe the next day or whatever, but we didn't really talk about like the situation that happened. Went through the rest of our work week. Everything was cool. Over the course of the next weekend, my wife had asked me if she blocked me because she had blocked her. And I wasn't blocked at first. I was like, no. But I'm still thinking that, you know, she was just upset because my wife called her crazy, which I mean, I didn't really think it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like she was just like, oh, you're just a crazy biatch. She was just saying like, basically, she's crazy too. Crazy recognize crazy. So, I eventually noticed that I was blocked too, which at the time I wasn't even going to say anything. I was just like, whatever. I chopped it up to you're in your feelings. And even though my feelings were hurt, of course, because I actually considered this person to be my friend, I was just like, you know, if you can just block me and not even have a conversation about why you're blocking me or just truly speak on however you feel or whatever, it's just like, whatever. We're at this point, we're just getting too old for certain behaviors. So I wasn't even going to say nothing. I was just going to let the shit go because like I care, but I don't care at the same time. You know what I mean? So, but my wife really felt some type of way because she knows how much I was there for this girl or whatever. So she wrote her on TikTok and this bitch's response was, I just don't know who to trust right now. Girl, listen, if you're going to want to not like me, you're going to want to not be friends with me no more, you're going to want to block me, you have every fucking right to do so. Every right. You're a grown-ass motherfucking woman. But be grown enough to motherfucking stand on real motherfucking business and fucking be truthful with yourself and everybody the fuck else around you. Because don't try to make it seem like I just did something that made you feel like you couldn't trust me. Because honestly, I feel like that shit really pissed me off just because I stood in front of a big-ass nigga. A big-ass nigga. Risking getting hit myself. Because I thought that somebody was going to hit you. But you don't know who to trust. Like, just miss me with the bullshit, okay? Miss me with the motherfucking bullshit. Miss me with it. Our group of four is now a trio. And she's mad about that, of course. So like I said, she blocked me. But you block me so that whenever you want to see what I got going on, you can unblock me just to block me back, which is just weird behavior. We're too grown for that. Like, that's what you do in high school, not as a grown-ass woman that got their shit together and that bitch. So, she just be like saying little slick shit to her ex about me, like telling her like, oh, they can't get back together if she's still friends with me and my wife and a bunch of dumb shit. And we're still friends. You're still miserable. It's just weird. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, you can't be mad at me because you are experiencing, you know, what you're experiencing right now. Like, I didn't do it. I wasn't in your relationship. I never told y'all to like break up or none of that other shit. Like, and like I said, I was there. Like, I was freaking there for you in so many ways, in so many more ways than this person was ever there for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they were always going through something. So, like, even when I'm going through my shit, there's just not enough room for it, if that makes any sense. So, I'm just like, why do y'all act so weird? Why is it hard for people to, like, accept accountability for the stuff that they do? Or why do people feel as though in order for you to be friends with them, it just means that you have to follow behind their bullshit? And once you have an opposing opinion, and not because you're trying to talk shit on them, but because you might genuinely just be fucking concerned about the shit that they're doing, they get mad at you. Like, I will always have these problems because, like I said, I am never going to be the person that just full out supports your crash out back. I'm literally talking about somebody that just literally just cannot regulate their emotions and don't want to be told nothing about themselves. And if you say something to them about something that they're doing, like, you're the weird one, or you're a fucking hater, or you know, you want to cross out the good friends in your life to follow behind the ones that are supporting your crash out. I also know that this bitch is gonna stop talking about me. That's just that I just know that. But anyway, y'all meet my new little baby. Y'all say hi to Oreo. Oreo, say hi. Say hi, Oreo. I got a kitty. All right, y'all, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But I have to go because I'm about to be running late and I still have to get my little kitty situated before I go to work. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my rant and letting me get that off my chest. And I'll see you guys in the next video.